Good morning. So, weather's not great. We're going to crack on with this morning though. So, today, my lovely assistant Michaela, say hello Michaela.
Hello.
We're going to try and get some of this off. So we're going to start with just getting the grill out, I think, then the headlights, and then what remains of this bumper. We're going to try and get that off. Now we have got somewhere to be this afternoon, so we can't do too much of this today, but if we can get that bit off, and then maybe we might even get these wings off. This one I could really do getting off because it keeps catching this door. So I'm going to try and get all that off, and then we're going to see where we are from there. Have found locally someone that's breaking a Citroen Relay, which is the same van. Unfortunately it's blue, but I might be able to grab some of the bits like the bumper, the lights and things, and the radiator and stuff out of that, and this front panel. So anyway, let's get cracking with that, and then we just see where we end up, and then we'll find out whatever else has happened behind all of that mess. But I also did find out yesterday from the company that supplied this van to the person that crashed it, that the company had actually sold this van twice, so they've had it in twice for sale, and he said it had full service history, and also that they sold it in July of 2024 to the lady that crashed it. So it had a full service, an MOT, and a hab check then. So literally like just over a year ago it was all done. I'm not sure if it's been serviced this year, but the guy did say he would contact the lady that had it and see if she's got the service history. So fingers crossed that there's some history that we can grab hold of it for us. So anyway, let's get cracking.
Also found out what the accident was.
Oh yes. So the damage, a bit random damage because there's a bit of a hole there, and then all this is completely mullered. So the guy that I spoke to on the phone yesterday, he said, I didn't even realise she'd crashed it. Anyway, he rang me back and he said, I found out how she crashed it. So apparently her and her friends were going somewhere, I'm assuming potentially on holiday, because she actually crashed into the back of her friend's motorhome. Great, not a great way to start a holiday or finish a holiday or a friendship even, to be fair. So she actually crashed into the back of another motorhome, which was her friend's. So partly that's a good thing for us, because that means that the back of the motorhome is not as hard as the back of anything else particularly, is it? So, and that would have dissipated a lot of this energy. When she crashed into it, the back of the motorhome would have crumpled, the front of the van would have crumpled, so it hasn't hit anything like a brick wall or anything solid, completely solid like that, so that's good for us. And also he went, actually said, you've done me a favour, because now I can try and sell her a new camper van and her friend a new motorhome. So everyone's happy, apart from the lady that crashed. Anyway, right, let's get cracking with this. Alrighty, so we've got the bumper off. So this crash bar, not damaged. Ends of the chassis legs, not damaged, which is great. Radiator, bit of solder, be fine. Obviously this front panel, or slam panel, whatever you want to call it, is damaged, we know that. Headlight will just delete itself like that. So I've got to do a little bit of repair just here, I think. Actually, maybe that even might supposed to be like that. I think that wants to pull just forward slightly, this side, and I know that side's going to probably be the same. But other than that, so this is the structure of the vehicle. Got a little bit of bending to do just there. It should be, once that comes off, that'll be fine. So maybe, not 100% certain that's damaged. I think it is. It's pushed in slightly backwards. I don't know if it's supposed to have that bend in it. It's hard to say really. It feels like it's supposed to be there, but anyway, that might be slightly bent. But chassis legs, everything fine. That's not damaged. I say that's not taken a whack, so I can't imagine that be anywhere near damage. But it's not. That is solid as a rock. No damage to that at all. So that is all as it's supposed to be, as is all of that. The other side took more of a whack, so we'll just double check that other side obviously once it comes off. But a lot of these bolts snapped, so we'll have to get things like that, and the bolts that went into these brackets under the bottom there, we'll need I'll need new ones of those. But the cross member at the bottom's not damaged and that's not damaged, so we know the main, that you can see where the majority of the impact is just there. It doesn't look like the intercooler's damaged. It looks like it's pushed out of the bottom, but it don't think, well, it might have a tiny hole in it there. That'd be a bit annoying if it has, but that's just the frame, so that might be all right. That's just the frame that holds it in. So that, hopefully that intercooler's fine. We'll find out in a bit. But yeah, radiator we know about, this we know about, and that is literally the majority of the damage. The weather has taken a turn for the worst, unfortunately, so we might have to stop doing this. But let's see if we can just get the headlights out, and then I'll see maybe if we can get this off. That should come off relatively easily, and then I think we're probably done for the day if that's the case. Unfortunately, British weather, and we're having to work outside. Alrighty then, so front panel is now off. So that is just ever so slightly pushed back. I've already pulled it forward a bit just with my hand. It's just flimsy material there, but that, none damage on that. Same with this one, I've just pulled that back with my hand fraction. I think that is supposed to be straight there, so I will straighten that out. I think that's supposed to be like that. It's hard to say really, but that's nothing to that. That's not damaged, so we're all cool there. That's pushed back ever so slightly on that side because I think that's supposed to be dead straight. So again, just a pry bar on there, pull that back out straight, that's fine. So that is literally the worst bit. So a bit of corrosion starting to come there already. To treat that, take that earth bracket off and treat that. That side's alright. Yeah, I'll just take that bracket off and treat that. Yeah, so no damage obviously to the chassis legs, which we know. The windscreen washer bottle isn't even damaged, so that's good. We haven't managed to get that off yet, but obviously there's no damage under there. We're gonna have to stop this, absolutely chucking it. We came out and it was stopped raining. It's bloody started again. That is damaged, so I need a new one of those, just the casing for that. Mind you, it is only very slightly just on the edge. I'll probably just get away with the lid for that. Don't really want to start taking that apart. That's the inlet. This is just all the bracket, bumper brackets, so that'll come off pretty simple. That probably just lifts out the bottom. I might just get that off in a second.
There's a hole on that, it just looks like it's dented.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's just dented in, so that's not actually damaged, it's just caught the edge of it, which is fine. I might just whip that radiator out because it is only a couple of pipes. Obviously the fan and everything's gone for, and it's just squished that hose there, that bottom hose. So I'll have to get another bottom hose for it just there. Well, it's only that bit of hose there because that's squished, but nothing on the engine is damaged, so that's all good. Yeah, there's no damage to anything there. It hasn't gone back far enough, so none of those plastic pipes or anything on the pump are damaged. The alternator's not damaged. As I say, I know it runs or drives because I've actually driven it out the driveway. So that looks all good. That looks all good. Nothing obviously in there is damaged. So that's all fine. That's all fine, that's all fine, that's all fine. All right, so I'm going to give up for today because it's absolutely chucking it down. And we'll come back to this probably on Thursday. I'll probably leave that. I can't be bothered today. I'll come back to that on Thursday. What weather? Look, oh God, it's just awful weather.
Fun.
Yeah, having fun. Great. See you soon. Bye.